What if you woke up one day and found out the world as you knew it was about to be destroyed? That's exactly what happened to Noah. In a time when humanity had turned completely away from God, one man was given a mission that would change history forever. Today we dive deep into Genesis 6 to 9, the story of Noah, the flood, and God's plan for a fresh start. The last time we met, we saw how Cain's jealousy led to the first murder. Now generations have passed, and things have only gotten worse. Humanity has fallen into extreme violence, corruption, and evil. But there is still one man who walks with God, Noah. The Bible describes the state of the world at that time. Genesis 6 verses 5 to 6. The Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on the earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. The Lord regretted that he had made human beings on the earth, and his heart was deeply troubled. This is one of the most heartbreaking verses in the Bible. Imagine a world where people's thoughts were only evil all the time. But one man stood out. Genesis 6 verse 8. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. Noah wasn't perfect, but he was faithful. And because of that, God chose him to be part of something incredible. God tells Noah to build an ark, a massive ship that would protect him, his family, and the animals from the coming flood. Genesis 6 verse 14. So make yourself an ark of cypress wood. Make rooms in it and coat it with pitch inside and out. This was no small task. The ark was over 450 feet long, longer than a football field. And Noah, he obeyed completely. Genesis 6 verse 22. Noah did everything just as God commanded him. For 120 years, Noah built the ark while the world mocked him. But then, something unimaginable happened. Genesis 7 verses 11 to 12. On that day all the springs of the great deep burst forth, and the floodgates of the heavens were opened. And rain fell on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. The earth was covered in water for 150 days. Everything outside the ark was destroyed. This wasn't just a storm, it was the reset of humanity. But then we see a shift in the story. Genesis 8 verse 1. But God remembered Noah and all the wild animals and the livestock that were with him in the ark, and he sent a wind over the earth, and the waters receded. This moment is key. Even in the midst of judgment, God had not forgotten Noah. When Noah finally leaves the ark, God makes a promise. Genesis 9 verse 13. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. The rainbow is a sign of God's mercy, a promise that he will never destroy the world by flood again. Let's have a comparison with Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, a piece of today's literature. In his book, Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, describes how humans can find purpose even in extreme suffering. He argues that hope and meaning are essential for survival in times of crisis. This idea closely relates to Noah's story. Noah lived in a corrupt and chaotic world where it seemed all hope was lost. Despite this, his faith and obedience kept him going as he built the ark for decades. Just like Frankl in the concentration camps, Noah had to trust in a greater purpose, even when everything around him was falling apart. In contrast, the people of Noah's generation lived without purpose or moral direction, which led to their destruction. Frankl observed that those who lost hope in the camps were the first to perish, while those who clung to a deeper purpose were able to endure even the worst suffering. Like Frankl's philosophy, the story of Noah teaches us that even in the darkest times, having faith and a clear purpose can mean the difference between destruction and survival. What this story means for us today. The story of Noah teaches us that God's judgment is real, but so is his mercy. That obedience matters. Noah didn't understand everything, but he trusted God. And that God never forgets his people, even in the midst of chaos. In the next episode, we'll explore the Tower of Babel, a moment when humanity once again tries to challenge God, leading to the division of languages. If you're enjoying this journey through the Bible, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment below. What part of Noah's story stood out to you the most? Let's keep learning together.